So here we go. Here's the next attempt, running on version 2.3.5. My current personal best time and time to beat that I'm going for is 43 minutes, 49 seconds. I had 4 deaths in my last run, so hopefully I have either less deaths or no deaths in this one. But as per Speedrun.com leaderboard rules, I made a save in the tutorial level immediately after the first cutscene. I'm going to load that. Time starts as soon as I take control of my character, so we'll get going as soon as this loads. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yeah, there's as far as I know, there's only 3 guaranteed drops in this game. This is one of them, and it's your first weapon. Creatively titled Your First Weapon. Trademarked.
Congrats.
There's also the propeller hat and Twinkle, which is our first ranged weapon. That was a skip that I just learned yesterday. Skips 2 cutscenes. It's from what I understand, it's roughly a 30-second time save, I think, somewhere in that ballpark. But that time save can be completely negated by reloading for the bunny hat. Or bunny headband, rather. So there's our second guaranteed drop, the propeller hat. I'm going to get that anyway, because it'll take that hat out of the rotation when I reload my save.
Don't make any sense. Who even designs living areas like this? Oh well. Crack open.
Didn't want to have to use a gnome that early. So here's where we get Twinkle, our first ranged weapon that has the destructive force of a slight cough. They weren't joking about its destructive force either. It's literally the destructive force of a slight cough. It's quite awesome, actually. Okay, so here's where we're going to make our quick save. Right here, using F1 on the keyboard. And we're going to run up here to the first random chest. And then press F2. And we're just going to keep this loop going in succession.
I am invincible!
Yes. And look at that, second drop.
It's got all.
So that is fantastic. So that's going to save me probably every bit of a minute, 15 seconds with how early I got that. Now, in my run yesterday, or my run Monday, it took me just over 3 minutes to get that. My last run took me 4 minutes. Yeah, it's a good sign. I'll take it.
This mysterious. She asked who our hero was. Wow.
Feel like it's only fitting since I lost a minute on my last one that I gain a minute on this one. It's only fair, right?
Directly.
Yeah, let's hope the rest of the run goes well.
Oh.
The Kenny No Balls fight went a little bit smoother too, so that's good. I wish I could decode that loading screen. To beat the game fast, you can just, you know, bunch of stars.
Our hero browsed through as Melisande. She apparently...
So this is where Melisande tells us about the Immortal. A wizard who, you know, started off good, turned evil.
Wait, I didn't say it yet, Ron. You are now...
I love that. The video is so funny. If you've never seen the video of that, just go to YouTube and type in AFV Oh Glory and just watch like the first 1 or 2 results. It's this guy in church, he's getting married. And before the like pastor even like says, you know, you may kiss the bride, he starts freaking out like that. Like, oh glory. It's hilarious. I love that video so much, and I don't know why. Alright, I'm still going to go get the flamethrower, even though in my past, like 2 or 3 runs, I haven't needed it. It only takes me about 15 seconds to get it, and at this point, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. It's a good backup for the not the last boss fight, but the big tree. It's a good backup for that boss fight. If none of the grenade shooting guys spawn, then I can use the flamethrower instead of bombs.
However, hammer fast.
Alright, so we got the supercharged jetpack 2000.
Goddess Kling asked how she... Alright. Wow.
Now, on to the ancient ruins of Stubbed Toes. Super duper easy. Bunny headband definitely comes in real handy for that.
Looks like any...
Oh, are you serious, man? He rolled up the pillar and then I died from falling damage. Well, at least I don't have to go back through the entire dungeon. So much for a deathless run. That went so smooth, too, compared to last time, because in the last one, I didn't get the second double roll on my first attempt. But it was only a 2-second loss, so whatever. And out of the ancient ruins of Dirty Feet. That was probably the dumbest death I've ever had in this game. This dungeon is super duper easy. Make a left turn, then a right turn, and there's our orb.
Excellent. The Guardian shield has been weakened. Good job.
It's alright, I'm still in good shape. All I gotta do is just tap it in. Trial of Wisdom. This is where we have our next boss fight in the run against Big Boy. Pretty simple boss once you get him figured out. I know in my casual playthrough it took me a minute to get it figured out, but once I did, it was pretty easy. Come on, jump. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. See, I think it's... Yep, right there. Once you get up on top of that wall, there's like a small little corner where you can get out of bounds. I don't know if that's one of the things that the developers have left in intentionally, because there is a couple things that the developers have left in, specifically for us speedrunners, which is greatly appreciated. Now I'm looking for a hole, which is right here. I'm going to make a quick save in case I die. Alright, got him once already. It's good. It's a good start. Good start to this fight. This boss has 3 like little white spots in his mouth. So what you want to do is you want to use literally all you have to do is damage to him. It doesn't matter what kind of damage. So in my run on Monday, my previous runs, I would just fly around inside his mouth with the jetpack, and that works, but it is a little bit riskier. Because if I fall into the lava, then I die. So the alternative is just to use Twinkle and just hit him with 1 damage right there in his stupid face. We'll just call it his stupid face. And then just gonna fly around and use my jetpack to do damage to all these little bitty spawns. If you block while falling, it'll negate fall damage. So that's nice. Big boy is down. And we are on to the first piece of the legendary villain-beating artifact, the umbrella helmet. Or the umbrella hat. It's not a helmet, it's a hat. Well, this run's been consistent, if anything else, if nothing else. Haven't had any huge time loss or time save, really, aside from the tutorial. And that was just pure luck-based. Now, the Ancient Ruins of Empty Echoes, I've died there. I think I died there twice last time. So if I can get through there without dying, that'll save me a decent chunk of time. And I probably will likely utilize a quick save in this one, just in case I do die again. Then I'll be about halfway through the dungeon. I won't have to go through the whole thing again. So this dungeon is only open during certain points, certain hours in game. So I'm just going to land up here on the portal, F1, F2 to reload the quick save that I just made, and upon doing so, enter the portal. Beautiful double roll. Quick save. Switching back and forth between the hammer and the sword allows me to utilize the power attack on the hammer without having it recharge. And there we go. 56.8 seconds gained right there. Now we're on to the Ancient Ruins of Leaky Roof. One day I'll learn, like, which... because I don't remember what the Ancient Ruins of Leaky Roof even looks like inside until I get in it. I think I know which one this one is, if I remember correctly. The only reason I think I remember this one as well as I do is because we actually glitch out of bounds through the roof and hit the orb from the outside of the dungeon. And it's kind of funny that it's called the Ancient Ruins of Leaky Roof and we glitch out of bounds through the roof. So that's kind of funny. Yep, and I need the buddy block for this one, so I got to go in here. This one I can't roll underneath because the pressure plate is just too far away. I actually think I died in this one too because somebody moved my block. Like, I don't think I got it on the because I think they actually lock on the pressure plate once you get them on there. So I didn't have it all the way on the pressure block, or they don't lock in place and an enemy actually moved my pressure block and I got killed by the bars. So we're going to switch back and forth between the hammer and the sword again. Power attack switch, power attack switch, power attack switch. And
Good
done already.
job, our hero. The Guardian shield has been weakened.
Saved another 28 seconds there. Damn, this is going good. Without that death in the Ancient Ruins of Stubbed Toes, this run has been damn near flawless. So now we're on to the trial of, or the Ancient Ruins of Moist Overhangs. I don't remember the layout of this one at all until I get into it. One day I'll be able to just be like, oh yeah, the ancient ruins of moist overhangs. You do this, 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 and this, and you're done. Ain't quite there yet. It's only 1:38 for this split, so it's got to be one of the easier ones.
Gotcha.
Oh, yep. Leveled up to level 2.
This magic force field is no match for you, our hero.
Surprised I actually didn't lose time because I didn't level up there last time. Alright, on to the Trial of Courage. This is probably one of the most fun levels in the game. Simply because we access a chest through the floor. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. So right here is our treasure chest with the boss key in it. And then after this cutscene, I'm still out of bounds. I don't know why, but sometimes he doesn't like to stay afloat there in that level, so using R1 to open the weapon menu kind of helps him keep going up, keep ascending.
Looks.
And now we got the shield. Save 3 seconds on that. Man, my sum of best is under 40 minutes. That would be dope. I wasn't sure if sub 40 would be possible, and now I'm really starting to think it is. I mean, it's really bad practice to look at your sum of best and be like, that's what I can achieve. But, I mean, I'm on pace for a high 40 already, so that's very good.
Our hero stumbled upon...
Because I know I lost a decent chunk of time towards the end. I don't remember which dungeons it was in this previous run.
The plumber has some explaining to do.
So we use the outhouse to travel back to the Jolly Barrel Inn in Stonedale because it's closer to our next dungeon. And the ancient ruins of Moldy Ceiling, there's like a dragon statue that shoots like flaming arrows or flaming spears at you. So you got to be prepared to block that because it can it'll likely one-shot you if you get hit with it. Oh yeah, this is another one that's super duper simple. Just run up here. Run over here.
One more destroyed. Good job, our hero.
All right. So far, so good. I'm going to stay over a little bit more to the left than I normally do because there's another one of the dragon statues that can one-shot me over to the right, and I don't remember 100% where it is. And I know there's some bombs down here right there.
Watch out!
So I'll grab that. Oh, and I only got the one. That's all right. I'll get 4 before the next dungeon, so I'm not going to worry about it. This is another one that's on the pretty simple side.
The giant force field has been weakened some more. Great work, our hero.
All right, so now I got a Whooppass built up in the chamber ready to go, and I'm going to save that for Big Daddy Groot and the Trial of Strength. So now we've got the Ancient Ruins of Chilly Winds. There's going to be another dragon statue right over here at the bottom of this cliff. Take care of him real quick. And this is where I'm going to get the rest of my bombs. So a box there, and a box there, putting me at a total of 5. That is the most I can carry. I'll be using those for Big Daddy Groot once again. Now, the Ancient Ruins of Chilly Winds. This one, we got to do a little bit of backtracking. And I'll actually be getting a buddy box for this one right up here at the top of these steps while I go get the boss key. So, trigger that, head up here, and right up in here is our boss key.
Looks like...
Grab our box. Head on over here. Make sure it gets on the pressure plate. Equip Twinkle. Roll into here, make a quick save, and reload. That will keep the boss off our back. Equip the hammer and roll into the force field. From a close range, it won't do any damage to us. Quick swap between the sword and the hammer to reset our power attack, and we are done. So now we just got to backtrack through the dungeon, back to the beginning. Since we didn't actually do this correctly, the force field is still there So therefore, we can't leave the dungeon unless I go back the way that I came and exit through the entrance. So that's the only unfortunate part about this dungeon. But it takes less time than it does to do this correctly, I guess. Woo! Alright, now on to the ancient ruins of misplaced belongings. This dungeon has yet another dragon statue in front of it that can kill us with one shot, so we're going to have to be ready to block that. Get our bunny hat back real quick, our bunny headband. That was way too close for comfort. That one is still a little bit difficult for me to time. I don't want to wait too long or be too far away. But that was a little too close for comfort for my liking. All right, smooth. That one is quite risky because there's an enemy right there on the pressure plate. Bam! Save 20 seconds there. All right. On to the trial of strength. There's going to be yet another fire shooting dragon in front of the trial of strength door. Yeah, dude, this is going really well. Like, I feel like something's going to kill it now, because that's just the way these things go, right? I probably just jinxed it, too. That's alright. This is going way better than I anticipated, so at this point, I'll be happy with what I get. Alright, Trial of Strength, down to Big Daddy Groot. That was me knocking on wood. Still got my Whooppass primed up and in the chamber, ready to go. Alright, now let's hope one of the grenade guys spawn. Because when they spawn and shoot grenades at me, or bombs, whatever you want to call them, I can catch those and replenish my stock, because I can only carry 5. But if not, this is what I have the flamethrower for. I want to take care of those green mushrooms, because they'll replenish Big Daddy Groot's health. So far, no luck on the grenade guys. So, here we go. Flamethrower it is. Yes! I needed that guy. Oh, I missed it. Come on, dude, shoot another one. Down.
You have a license for that move.
All right. Wasn't the best it could have gone. I am going to lose a tiny bit of time. But not much. I ain't going to complain. Now, this is the only cutscene in the game that I can skip. So I'm going to do that by pressing F1 to make a save and F2 to reload it. This doesn't work at any other point in the game because the quest will not progress. However, I still keep the cape that I just picked up. So what that means is I can still get into the not-so-secret portal. Because at that point, the bouncer only checks to make sure you have the 3 items, which I do. So as you can see down at the very bottom there, it says, find the 3rd piece of the legendary villain beating artifact. So, the game doesn't think, I guess, what do you mean the game thinks? The game hasn't recognized that I've completed the Trial of Strength because the quest doesn't get, like, checked off until after the cutscene, even though I already got the item. If that makes sense.
The big and scary
All right, let's do this thing. Damn, that's still loud as hell, even though I turned the game audio down. Really? Really? I got flown up in the air on the stairs. And I gotta do this all over again. Dude, because I took a death last time early on, not quite as far in, I got impatient and that just... Oh! Like, this is still gonna be a PB run by a long shot, but, oh, I know in the back of my mind it could have been a lot better. Much better. Had to be something right at the end. I can't believe I took a death on the stairs, though. Like, on the stairs? Like, come on. I roll up those stairs all the time.
looks like any other.
Well, what should have been under 41 minutes is now going to be, it just barely missed that mark. That was a good run, too, all the way up until just about the very end. That's usually what happens, though. Excellent runs get destroyed by, you know, a mistake, getting impatient, you know, trying too hard. You know, once you start doing good, you just, you know, you're so worried about making a mistake that it just causes you to make a mistake. Alright, got one more egg to put in the Wyvern Zapper 2000. And as soon as Miss Wyvern comes back up, I'll activate it, hit her with the legendary villain beating artifact one more time, and that's going to be time for the day. And that is time. 41 minutes, 20 seconds, beating my previous run, which was, what, 43, 49 or something like that, with a staggering 41:20. Now, this should have been a low 40. What was it, like 3 deaths or something in the not-so-secret portal to the sky? It was at least 3, potentially 4 deaths.
It can wait.
Because I started, the first one was kind of bullshit, getting thrown up in the air by rolling on the stairs, and then the next 2 or 3 subsequent deaths were simply because I got impatient and didn't want to lose, didn't want to lose too much time, and therefore screwed up and lost even more time. But still, a 2.5 minute PB is excellent. I'm just really kind of disappointed that I lost that 51 seconds at the end, because I gained like a minute 14 seconds in the tutorial getting the bunny headband as early as I did.
I'm sure the developers will figure something out later on.
So, I mean, considering that I just learned this speedrun, right? I just learned it, the total speedrun on Monday. I just finished this casual playthrough on Sunday for the first time, and learned the speedrun up to that point the prior weekend. So after I completed my casual playthrough, I'm going to go ahead and say this was inspired by Happy Gilmore, whether it was or not, because it's right here. Like, that definitely sounds like it could be Mr. Larson, and that definitely sounds like it could be Shooter. Old Shooter McGavin. To be continued. I want a Sir Whoopass too. Yeah, back-to-back PBs, I'm pretty happy about that. It's been a while since I've gotten close to that, you know, a feat of that nature, because I'd spent so much time working on the Baldur's Gate 2 Dark Alliance auto-splitter, and that just burnt me out. But considering that I just learned this, I guess we'll find out potentially next Wednesday, because it's going on 2 in the morning here where I'm at, so it's going to be time to call it a night, unfortunately. But yeah, I believe my last run was a 43-49, somewhere in that range, and this being a 41-20, I'm extremely happy with. Aside from the very end, that's really the only blemish on this entire run, because if I look at my auto splitter here, you can see I only lost time. I only lost 2.6 seconds there, 0.7 there, and 3.6 there, and then 51 there. So that's like the only major blemish of the entire run. So I'm real happy with it. Considering that I just learned the speed run, you know, the full speed run 2 days ago, and this is my like 4th attempt at it on stream. I have done some practice runs earlier in the week that were untimed, just to get used to the routing and stuff. But Sir Whoopass definitely did have rocket legs, and conveniently they're strapped to his back, so that's kind of cool. What the hell? Oh, this guy. That was nice. I don't know how much gold I just got out of that, but it was a lot. I didn't even know that guy was there. But anyway, this is the run that I'm going to upload to speedrun.com. It'll also be on YouTube. I'm also going to upload my previous run that I just did to YouTube as well. The 4339. So both of them are going to be up there. But there will be a playlist and a subscribe button up there somewhere. Till next Wednesday, I will speedrun this again next Wednesday on stream. I'm going to keep doing this for a while. And I've got something special planned potentially for next week. There's something I want to try, and I need viewers for it. So I'll explain that in just a minute. But as for all of you on YouTube, until I see you again, stay suave.